in total yards with 509 yards, and they're averaging 169 yards per game. The Nevada Storm, obviously, are coming off a couple of really tremendous seasons. They've suffered some key injuries this season, and thus their score has also suffered a little bit, but they're hoping to get a win tonight against Wasatch.
Well, being that Wasatch is they're a scrappy little team. I mean, they have enough girls just to put on the field. And if they remember right, they did this last year too. And
right.
It was not a pretty game.
Yeah, I do remember last season Wasatch showed up with only 12 players left on their roster after injuries. And I believe that they even lost a couple in that game. They were very tough and came back onto the field to finish the game. But I also know that the Storm's roster has shrunk a little bit this season as well. So
yes, it has definitely. Kind of warm today, and it's in a 4 o'clock game, so it's we're right in the peak of the afternoon. And this is probably the hottest day we've had for the past 2 weeks? This season, this might be the warmest day that we've had so far.
After all the rain that we've had the last couple of weeks, it's nice to get a nice warm day. We're sitting at about 80 degrees out here right now. It looks like the Storm and Wasatch are meeting. The captains are meeting in the middle at the moment for the coin toss. Captains for the Storm include number 12, Mo Etchen, number 54, Carrie Mackey, number 99, Cindy Pita, and number 13, Amanda Gilda. Excuse me, number 18, Sarah Colangelo. It looks like the choice is to the Storm. The Storm are going to receive the opening kickoff.
So I think this field is going, the Storm is starting on the east side. So we're going from east to west.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have pretty good field conditions here.
Yeah.
Brand new field.
And I was always kind of curious. I mean, this school I think it's only been open a year,
right?
Maybe or so. And I was always curious when they were building this and they put grass fields in when everybody else has turf. But I guess, so this school is built on what used to be part of a golf course. So they did that to keep the water rights.
Right.
So, makes sense.
Well, and the grass looks green, so.
Yep. We're going to have the national anthem here. since she played football, she can sing.
Yeah, that was number 64, Reese Lowry, with her national anthem.
As she runs down to the field to get ready for kickoff.
Well, the Storm are going to receive the opening kick. And I wonder if number 0, Kalina Martinez, will be receiving the opening kickoff. She's received 5 kickoffs this season and is 9th in the rankings right now with 90 yards. Looks like number 19, Alexis Del Quadro, is going to kick off for the Wasatch Warriors.
I'm glad you're reading the names because I butcher them. Storm comes onto the field.
And I'm not sure if you can see the Wasatch sideline, but it looks like
there's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
They've
got the entire team is on the kickoff. Maybe 2.
Yeah, they've got 2 players under the shade over there. That's it.
That is number 28 and number 0 back to receive the opening kickoff.
Looked like a little onside kick, or it went about 5 yards.
And a muffed kickoff there.
Yeah.
Is that what you'd call that?
It was hard to see with had an umbrella right in our face. But
Yeah.
we have since had it down.
Number 9, Courtney Breeden on that recovery.
It's always a fun part about doing high school games. Games at high school fields is you get little things like that. So it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 38-yard line. 37, excuse me.
Number 12, Mo Etchen, is going to start in there at quarterback. Number 18, Sarah Colangelo to her right.
Comes to the inside, crosses the 30, still on her feet up to the 26, 25-yard line before she's brought down.
And Mo Etchen took that one herself. I wonder how much of that we'll be seeing in the future. She is pretty quick. I know that the Storm like to run a wildcat. It looks like she's going to check out for the moment, and number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks, is going to check in. When she came out, it looked like she had her finger checked. I'm not sure if she had a
got it jammed or something.
Jam or something.
Bad snap, but able to recover from it. Gets up to the line of scrimmage before she's brought down.
And that was Cassie Macias Hicks on that carry, number 8. Number 92, Kimberly Westbrook, checks out of the game. And Cassie Macias Hicks is not going to stay in there at quarterback, but neither is Mo Etchen. Number 28, Alyssa William, is going to check in, and it looks like she may be under center here, along with number 17, Katie Mendoza.
No, I'm not doing it, yardage. I'm not 100% on this scoreboard, sorry.
Direct snap, runs up the middle.
So what is that, second down? Yeah, that was 2nd and 11.
Gets a few yards out of it, up to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Williams with the Wildcat run there. You know, and in previous seasons, that's been one of the identities of the Storm's game is running that Wildcat, and they've kind of gotten away from it this season and really moved into more of a passing role. So I wonder if maybe they're trying to change that as the season progresses, as their record begins to suffer a little bit.
Yeah, and we've already got a Wasatch Warrior down. Trying to see the number. I mean, if they lose, so I don't know the rules for women's football, but if they get down to where it's just the amount on the field, can they still play? Don't you usually have to have at least one in backup?
Well, last season was more of an exhibition game, right? The Wasatch was not part of the WFA necessarily, so I don't think that that game counted towards their overall record towards playoffs. However, this season, Wasatch is part of the WFA, and I don't know if that would lead to a forfeit if they weren't able to put enough players on the field.
Pretty much.
So now Wasatch at this point is down to one player on the sideline.
Mo Etchen is back in at quarterback
1st and 10.
with Sarah Colangelo to her left.
Rolls to the outside, lets it go, and that ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, pass intended for number 64, Reese Lowry. Mo Etchen is a left-handed quarterback, so running out to her left is a natural position, or is a natural movement for her. It didn't look like a terrible pass. Maybe she led her just a little too much.
Yes, I think it was just out of reach. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Storm. Ball on the 15.
Etchen comes out again at quarterback. Cassie Macias Hicks in there to take the snap.
Goes up, comes to the inside, and gets tackled right before the goal line.
Reese Lowry with that carry. And that is her first carry on the season.
And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Storm now. Ball right on the 1.
Etchen and Colangelo check back in for Macias Hicks and Mendoza.
All right, I was looking for hand signals is all.
So let's see what the Storm does here. Powers it up right up the middle and walks in for a touchdown.
And Etchen takes it in herself for her first, I believe, rushing touchdown of the season. That puts her at 6 touchdowns on the season, both passing and rushing.
So at the 12-18 mark here in the first, it is 6-0 now. Storm over the Warriors. See if they're going to do a 2-point or they're going to kick the extra point.
The Storm has been kicking a lot this season. Number 28, Alyssa Williams, to kick off here. And a bad snap.
She's going to run it in. Does she get in? Yep, 2 points.
And Alyssa Williams takes it in for the 2-point conversion, the first of the Storm season.
So that makes it, it's going to make it 8-0 here.
She's 3 for 6 on PATs this season. I wonder if they've had issues with snaps in the past, and that maybe that's why she's 3 for 6. But that is the Storm's first 2-point PAT all season long.
Is it now?
It is, which is pretty uncommon for the WFA. I think we see a lot of 2-point conversions.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller, Jared Young, local sports program bringing you this Nevada Storm game here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Here comes our kickoff.
Katie Mendoza, number 17, to kick off here for the Storm.
Oh, nice bounce, and it's touched and dropped, and she falls right on it at the 29-yard line.
And a muffed return there, number 26, Becky Reese. She was one of our players to watch in our opening pregame.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on their own 29.
Becky Reese not only returning kickoffs, but will be in there at quarterback today for Wasatch.
Steps back, passes it out. Oh, and just through the hands. Falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
It looks like Mackenzie Wallentine may have taken the snap on that one, number 24. Not sure if there was a little trickery there by Wasatch.
It was funny. This field and this score booth are so new. There's screens on the windows, which you normally don't see, and it does kind of make it hard to see the numbers.
It does.
2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Looked like we had a bad snap there. It's loose. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 now for the Warriors. Warriors in the huddle.
Wallentine is still under center.
Handoff right up the middle, it looked like. Goes nowhere on that one. Maybe a loss of a yard or so. Brings up 4th down and we'll say 14.
I'm not sure how strong the punting game of Wasatch is, but we will see here.
Well, really, when you're that far back, you don't have much of a choice.
Right. And it looks like they may go for it here. They have receivers out to the left.
Oh, they do punt it. Actually, a decent punt. Gets fielded about the 30. Still on her feet. Gets tackled at the 40. Flag on the play.
Number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks with that return.
See what the call is.
Her 2nd punt of the punt return of the season.
Block in the back on the Storm. So it's going to put that return back a little bit. A lot.
A lot.
So now they're going to have 1st and 10 from the 25.
All right, well, the Storm are going to start with Mo Etchen under quarterback.
Up the middle, has a hole, breaks through, and gets tackled about the 41-yard line, it looks like. Can't tell with the tent there.
And Katie Mendoza, with her 2nd carry of the season, found a huge hole up the middle.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on their 40 now.
Etchen's going to check out of the game. Macias Hicks is going to check in under center. Colangelo out to her left. Breeden in the slot.
Up the middle. Gets about 5, maybe 6 out of it. Looks like 6.
Yeah, Macias Hicks took it herself on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Colangelo is going to check out, and Alyssa Williams is going to check back in at tailback, as well as Mo Etchen, number 12, at quarterback. They're going to go empty set here. My guess would be a pass out to Williams.
Caught it. Gets that first, runs up the sideline, gets pushed out about the 42, it looked like.
Yeah, and Alyssa Williams with her 15th reception on the season. Prior to that, she had 215 yards, and she's averaging about 15.4 yards per reception, excuse me.
1st and 10 for the Storm on the Warriors' 41-yard line.
Williams is going to check back out, and Kaylin York is going to check into the game.
Little handoff there, still on her feet, breaks one tackle, but gets caught up there and gets taken down at the 37.
Etchen taken down by number 88, Natisha White.
So it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 5, 8:19 and counting left here in the first. Looks like we have a timeout by the Warriors. So we'll take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller and Jared Young here. My cameraman's calling me, and I'm thinking of his last name.
Well, Macias Hicks is going to be under center. Martinez to her right. Mendoza to her right, excuse me.
Still going. Gets tackled inside the 30, but she also gets a 1st down out of it.
Mendoza with the carry.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 27. Just about the 27.
Colangelo and Etchen are going to check into the game, as well as number 92, Kimberly Westbrook. Etchen to be under center.
Storm comes up to the ball. 1st and 10. Comes to the inside, has some room, crosses the 20. Gets taken out at the 12.
Nice carry for Etchen.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 12.
Etchen's only averaging 1.2 yards per carry this season, so hopefully this game will help pad those stats a little bit. Macias Hicks under center. Williams out to her right. Williams took the direct snap.
Still on her feet and gets in for a touchdown.
Alyssa Williams with her seventh touchdown of the season.
I thought for sure she was down. Saw that pile.
Williams, the second-year player out of Gardnerville.
They are setting up to kick the extra point.
And Williams also to make the kick.
She's got two different colored shoes on.
I believe she does, pink and green.
Kick is up.
And it
No
is
good.
no good.
So with 6:41 left, it is 14-0 now. Storm over the Warriors. And I know it's still early in the game, but one of the things I think the Warriors have to worry about, especially if we got nobody on the sideline, is elevation. So they're going to get gassed really quick.
Well, elevation, the heat also is something that you're going to want to take into account, especially if they're not getting breaks between going on offense and going on defense.
I mean, I don't know where their excuse me, but where's their hometown at?
Wasatch, Utah.
Oh, is it Utah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just see, my bad is I saw Wasatch and I was thinking Washington or Oregon.
Right.
So.
Well, with that missed PAT, Alyssa Williams is going to go to 3 for 8 on the season for PAT kicks. Katie Mendoza to kick off.
Nice little kick there. Fielded at the 32. Runs to the outside, cuts back into the middle, gets taken down at the 47-yard line.
Number 26, Becky Reese on that return. Nice little return up the middle. Selena Verdon on the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball just about the 48-yard line. We'll say 47 and a half. Oh, they put it on the 47. It's actually the best position the Warriors have had so far.
Wallentine under center. Stacy Shipman in at back.
Handoff up the middle. Pushes her way up for about a yard.
Shipman on that carry.
Second down and 9.
And Shipman's going to check out. It looks like she's going to be, couldn't quite see who came in for her. We do have number 46, Emily Stahl, checking into the game as well for Wasatch.
Here comes the Warriors. Handoff up the middle, gets up to the 50-yard line.
Number 88, Natasha White with the carry.
.525 left in the first. 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors. Ball right at the 50.
Wasatch is getting some movement here. Their first real drive of the game. Wallentine staying in under center.
Keeps it, goes to the outside. Stays on her feet. Gets up to about the 46 before she's brought down.
Nice carry by Wallentine. I'm not sure how much they're really going to want to run her considering the lack of backups they have. See, it seems a little risky in my opinion.
So 4th down and 2, ball on the 45.
Natasha White in at tailback. Wallentine to receive the snap. And a whistle on the play.
False start, looked like.
Yep, false start.
So that's going to put the Warriors back 5. So now it's going to be 4th down and 7. Ball's back to the 50 now.
Well, I think Wasatch may have thought about going for it just then, but I bet they're making a different decision here now.
Look at the pass. Intercepted.
Intercepted by number 18, Sarah Colangelo. Wallentine's pass was looking for number 26, Becky Reese, but swallowed up by Colangelo.
Yeah, they threw that one into tight coverage there. There was 2 Storms right there in the path of that ball. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Storm. Ball on their own 30. We're down to 3:19 left in the first.
And it is going to be Etchen in at quarterback. And they will go to somewhat of an empty set here. Autumn Geringer is in at fullback. I assume a Wildcat.
Oh, falls incomplete. She had her hands on it, just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, a beautiful pass by Etchen to number 64, Reese Lowry, but she just couldn't haul it in.
So it's going to make it 2nd and 10 now.
Etchen's going to check out, and Sarah Colangelo is going to check in. It looks like she's going to be giving the play here. Colangelo under center.
Gets up to the 35.
Yeah, Colangelo with a nice run there. Tackled by number 66, Ashley Steele of the Wasatch Warriors.
Third down and 4. 2:43 and counting.
Well, the Storm have had 3 play callers so far in this game. Right now, it's number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks. It looks like Alyssa William and Laura Zander have checked out for the Storm.
Bad snap, but picked up. Puts her head down and makes it all the way up to the 50-yard line before she's brought down.
And Macias Hicks with a great run there.
Broke a few tackles on that one. That's going to give Storm a first down.
Prior to this game, she was only averaging 2.2 yards per carry, so this has been a great rushing game for the Storm. Colangelo and Williams check back into the game. It looks like Williams is going to be giving the play.
They're doing a good job of keeping everybody fresh.
Oh, yeah. Well, when it gets hot like this, it's important to make sure we're not cramping. Can't say the same for Wasatch.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
1st and 10. Up the middle and gets all the way up to the 45.
And a little trickery there.
Yep.
Williams took the snap, and it looked like she was going to take it herself. And she handed off the ball to number 64, Reese Lowry, who took it up the middle for a nice little run.
Second down and 5 for the Storm.
Macias Hicks is going to check into the game along with Mo Etchen. Reese Lowry is going to check out. Etchen giving the play.
Got
And
a
a flag.
Would delay game. Oh. Say 12 man on the field.
I thought that I saw too many check in and maybe not enough check out.
So now it's going to take it back to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, number 9, Courtney Breeden, is going to check out of the game. Etchen in at quarterback. Colangelo to her right. Williams in the slot.
Goes to the outside, has a hole, works her way up the line.
Gives to Colangelo, and that was a tough one to get her out of bounds. It looked like number 26, Becky Reese, on that tackle.
So she gets all the way up to the 37, and that's going to be a first down for the Storm.
But there's a big size difference there between Colangelo and Reese. Colangelo is going to check out of the game. It's going to be Macias Hicks giving the play. .43 Geringer in at fullback.
Keeps it, runs up the middle. Gets all the way up to about the 23. And that's going to be the end of the first, where your score is 14-0 Storm over the Warriors. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. Todd Meller, Jared Young here at Hug High School. As the Air National Guard's doing a flyby, they're early for halftime. I guess I scheduled it wrong. Yeah, that was good. Heading into the second, 14-0 Storm over the Warriors. What do you think so far, Jared?
Well, it looks like Wasatch is starting to take some beatings. Number 26, Becky Reese, was down on the field just before we went to our break there. The Storm is really getting their rushing game going, which is awesome. It's something that they have not been able to do this season. They have suffered a little bit in the pass game, but quarterback Mo Etchen had a couple nice throws. So I think that they'll be looking a lot to Alyssa Williams tonight for their offense. On the defensive side of things, the Storm are doing a great job.
Blown dead. False start on the Storm, it looks like.
Etchen in at quarterback. Set number 17, Mendoza, in the backfield.
So that's going to make it 1st and 15 now. Right at the start of the second.
Two receivers out to the right.
Handoff up the middle and has some room to run. Gets all the way up to about the 15.
Katie Mendoza with that carry. And we have another Wasatch Warrior down on the field. It is hot out there. I was walking down on the field earlier, and cramping is a huge problem. That looked like number 24, the quarterback, Mackenzie Wallentine. So if she goes down, I don't know who comes in at quarterback.
They've already had one injury, but that player came back in. But you're right, if they lose a quarterback, I don't know who.
Yeah, I'm not sure who takes that position over. Maybe a running back of sorts.
Yeah. You'd almost have to go to like a wildcat or something like that and just.
Yeah, my guess would be that Becky Reese would take over in that case. Wallentine has her helmet off. She is walking back under her own power, but without her helmet, I'm not sure how severe that injury could be. Potentially a head injury, maybe a cramp.
Well, she's got a little limp going, so.
Well, it's going to be number 8, Cassie Macias-Hicks under center. She's going to have Colangelo in the backfield.
Looks like the play goes to the outside. She does a little move there, but gets hit about the 11.
I think if she had just kept running to the sideline, she probably could have got a few more yards there. She tried to cut back inside, but did it a little too early.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Storm now. Ball is on the 9.
Etchen's going to check back in under center. She's going to give the play. 72, Krista Meeks also checks out of the game. Mo under center.
Catches it and in for a touchdown.
And Reese Lowry with the touchdown. Nice pass by Mo Etchen. Reese Lowry's 7th reception of the season. And her first touchdown. Alyssa Williams.
Looks like they're setting
For
up
the
the
kick.
kick. And that one was good.
So Alyssa Williams will go to 4 for 9 on the season for PAT kicks.
So with 13:33 left in the half, it is 21-0 now. Storm over the Warriors. We'll be right back. right, we're back. Todd Miller, Jared Young, local sports program, and the Nevada Storm here at Hug High School. Here comes your kickoff.
Ketty Mendoza to kick off here for the Storm.
I love it. I think you should use it. Yeah, I think you should be.
And that one is brought up to the 40. She's still on her feet, though, gets pushed back a couple yards, and finally gets, well, they're going to mark her at the 40-yard line, and that was where progress will stop.
Dimitri Wallentine with that return, tackled by Ashley McElmore.
Be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball at their 40. 13:24 left in the half.
Wasatch taking a pretty long time to call this play. I hope that they don't get a delay of game. Number 24, Mackenzie Wallentine, is back in at quarterback.
First up the middle, gets a few yards out of it, up to the 44.
Yeah, the give was to Becky Reese, number 26 of Wasatch. Taken down by number 18, Sarah Colangelo.
So I believe it's going to be 2nd and 5 now. You're right, they are taking their time. The Warriors come up to the ball.
Wallentine under center.
Up the middle and gets maybe, they're going to give her about 2 yards out of that one. So it's going to make it 3rd down and 4.
Nice carry there by number 26, Becky Reese.
Third down and 3.
Reese is going to stay in at tailback.
Nothing on that one, and if anything, a loss.
Yeah, the give again to Reese. I wonder how much of a beating she can take out there.
So now we're 4th down and we'll call it 6. Ball on the 43. Timeout called by the Warriors, so we'll take one ourselves. We'll be right back.
All right, Storm Chasers, we are back. Wasatch Warriors are looking at a 4th and long here.
Now I know why they put air conditioning in here, because the way the sun hits this place, if it wasn't for that, it would be roasting in here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Handoff up the middle, has a little bit of a hole, but runs into a wall right after that.
Yeah, Reese got back up just to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a turnover on downs. First down, Nevada Storm.
First and 10, Nevada Storm.
So the Storm's going to have it at the 45-yard line of the Warriors. We got 11:02 left in the half. So I think, the Warriors made it past midfield once so far, right?
Yeah, and it was about right where the ball is right now, and I don't think that they've made it much further than that sense.
But the Storm does have a lot bigger line.
It is
Just
true.
saying.
It is true, yeah. And, you know, I see the height and weight stats of these players, and as you go up in divisions, you see those rise. So
First and 10 for the Storm. And blown dead. Was that a timeout? Because coach is walking out on the field.
and it sounds like it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
So he called timeout before
Ah.
the refs blew their whistle. He saw something wrong, and he jumped on it.
I think they may have had 12 men on the field. 12 women on the field. Because Colangelo came off the field after, and Adam Barrett, it's still, the offensive coordinator is still out there. So I figured that if she was supposed to be part of that play, she wouldn't be on the field.
Is it not usually like the center's job to count heads before you get? I mean, I know at least in regular football, it is some person's job to count heads,
Right.
and make sure everything's right.
Well, I think they may have had some changes on their line in the last season.
Oh, the wind just took away the Warriors' tent.
The Wasatch Warriors easy up is easily upside down.
Steps back for a pass, lets it go, caught. Up to about the 43.
Catch made by number 64, Reese Lowry. Nice pass there from Mo Etchen. It seems as though they're developing a pretty good rapport there. Sarah Colangelo is going to check in for the fullback, number 43, Autumn Geringer.
So nobody warned the Warriors about our famous Reno afternoon winds. Second down and 8.
Etchen under center.
Handoff comes to the inside. Gets pushed out. And a flag down.
Well, a nice run by Colangelo for a couple of yards there, but I'm curious to see what the play is. The flag is back on the line of scrimmage.
My guess is holding. Yep.
Holding on the Storm. And that's going to be second and long.
But so far, every time the Storm has had a penalty in long yardage, they get a first down the next next play. So
They've been responding really well. I want to expect a pass here, but they've also surprised me in this game so far. Williams is in under center.
goes to the outside, tries to cut the corner, and does not get around it.
Yeah, Williams is going to lose yards on that carry.
We have another Warrior down, it looks like, so it's going to be third down and long now. Third down and 20.
Yeah, Williams hesitated on that run. Instead of just running through it, she tried to cut back inside, and I think that was her demise.
Cannot see who is down for the Warriors.
Macias Hicks and Williams are going to check out of the game. Number 13, Amanda Gilda, and numbers 4, Laura Zander, are going to check in. Number 85, Kaylin York, also coming out of the game. That was number 88, Natasha White, that was down on the field. She has come out of the game. It looks like they're going to give her a rest.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 20 now. 9:38 and counting in the half. Looks to pass, lets it go, caught. Crosses the 50, gets up to the 45 before she's brought down. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice little dump off there for Mo Etchins, Alyssa Williams. She lowered her shoulder right into the chest of number 26, Becky Reese. Becky Reese, a nice job of hanging on to that tackle.
So 4th down and 10 now for the Storm. See if they go for it, or it looks like they're setting up to kick.
72, Krista Meeks to kick the ball away.
Ball is off. They're going to let it bounce, and it takes a Warrior bounce.
Well, Krista Meeks with her 6th punt on the season. She's averaging 22 yards per punt for a total of 113 yards.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on their own 35 with 8:33 left in the half. 21-0 Storm.
That's what that was. That's what I felt like.
Ball four.
The Warriors' first game.
Yep.
Warriors bringing the play call into the huddle. First and 10 for the Warriors.
Mackenzie Wallentine under center. Going empty set here.
Looking to pass, lets it go. And that falls incomplete.
And that looked like that ball may have been tipped by number 11, Sarah Anderson.
So that brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 8:27. Warriors come up to the ball. Looking to pass again. Lets it go. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, Selena Verdon got a hand on that one, but she couldn't quite haul it in, just a little bit over her head. Tough look there for Wallentine.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, the Storm's defense is doing a great job of swarming to the ball.
So that's 2 pass attempts in a row, or 3 now for this possession.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying their hand at the pass. The rush game obviously hasn't been kind to Wasatch so far. They're going empty set again, so we'd look to pass.
Keeper in this breaks one tackle, stays on her feet.
And Wallentine initially hit by number 11, Sarah Anderson. She escaped the tackle before finally being taken down by number 85, Kaylin York.
So now it's going to be 4th and 11 for the Warriors.
Wasatch has gone for it on their last couple 4th downs. Let's see if they do that here or if they decide to punt the ball away.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, never mind. Nice kick. And it takes a good bounce for the Warriors. Fielded at the 25. Comes across the 35, 40. 45 still on her feet. And, just steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Macias Hicks with a great job tiptoeing that line. I honestly thought that she stayed in there for a second.
Good effort. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the Warrior 49. Or, excuse me, on the Storm 49.
Etchen's going to start under quarterback with Colangelo in at tailback.
No, I got a 6-year-old girl too at home. Oh. My house off to you.
I got 14 kids. I raised 4 girls. That was rough.
Coach Adam Barrett giving the call on the play. Looks like there may be some confusion.
So this time we didn't have enough in there.
Number 4, Laura Zander being called onto the field.
My youngest is my tall.
Storm comes to the ball. Has a hole and some blockers. Oh, he gets taken down.
She had some room there, but she was taken down pretty fiercely. Number 64, Reese Lowry, hit by Stacy Shipman.
Of course, the tent was right in the way, so everybody on YouTube didn't get to see that hit. I just saw the helmet go.
Courtney Breeden's going to check out of the game, along with Mo Etchen. Cassie Macias Hicks is going to check in under center.
First and 10, ball just inside the Warrior 40.
My guess is going to be Macias Hicks is going to take this one herself.
Up the middle.
And she did in fact do so. She got some great blocks there from her fullback and tailback, as well as the line.
So 2nd down and about a yard, just maybe a little bit longer. Ball on the 30.
Etchen's going to come in to call the play. Number 12, Mo Etchen, the quarterback. She's got Colangelo out to her right. And a nice run there by Colangelo.
Gets up to the 30.
Etchen's going to stay in at quarterback, but Colangelo is going to come out of the game. Oh, no, Colangelo is staying in the game.
So 3rd down and about a yard still.
Alyssa-
Clock. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Alyssa Williams to give the call here.
Clock down, almost 5 minutes left in the half.
Katie Mendoza to Williams' right.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout called by the Warriors. So we'll take a quick one ourselves. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Warriors will find it. The Warriors find it.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller, Jared Young, local sports program. Third down and 1. Goes the outside, breaks one tackle, comes around the corner, has a first. Still on her feet.
And Alyssa Williams, it looked like she could have had a little bit more, but she ran into the back of number 85, Kaylin York. The Storm's line was heavily favored on the right side there. I think they only had one lineman on the left side, even the running backs and fullbacks.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 14.
Well, Williams and Mendoza are going to check out of the game. It looks like number 12, Mo Etchen, and Sarah Colangelo are going to check in. Etchen under center, Colangelo out to her right. It looks like they're loading up the left side.
Handoff up the middle, still on her feet.
Yeah, a nice fake to Colangelo and give to Lowry. Little trickery there by the Storm.
Takes it all the way inside the 5 to the 4.
Taken down by number 7, Stacy Shipman.
So that's going to be a 1st and goal, it looks like.
Alyssa Williams checks in. It looks like she's probably going to come in as a slot. Cassie Macias Hicks checking in at tailback for Sarah Colangelo. Typically when Williams and Etchen are in the game at the same time, that usually means a pass, but there she goes. Yeah, Williams in the slot.
Looking to pass. Caught, and we have a touchdown.
And a touchdown by Alyssa Williams. Her 7th touchdown of the season. She has 2 rushing touchdowns and 5 receiving touchdowns this season. Great pass there by Mo Etchen as well. Williams in to kick the PAT.
Bad snap, but able to get it off. And it's good. So with 3:02 left here in the half, it is now 28-0.
And Alyssa Williams will go 5 for 9 on the season for PATs.
She's had a couple good ones so far.
Yeah.
People are tired, they're hot, they're sweaty.
Man, it is
Warm in
It
here.
is very warm in here. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we got those air conditioners, well, at least the one behind us, it's on full blast. We can't even feel it.
I know.
But hey, we're still probably more comfortable than the girls are out on the field.
I have to say, at least we're not in the direct sunlight, and they're wearing those dark jerseys too.
Yes. I think the only benefit that they might have down there is that they're playing on grass instead of turf.
Right.
If it was turf, it would probably be another 20 degrees hotter out there. So here we go at the kickoff. Nice.
Oh, 90s, baby.
And that one's going to take, it's going to roll back into the end zone. I mean, yeah. They're just going to fall on it there.
Yeah, booming kick by Mendoza for a touchback.
That was a beautiful one.
Yeah.
So that's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on their 20. Yeah, she got all of that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that that rolled into the end zone because those Storm defenders were coming from both sides, and I think that that would have been a big hit.
And you're a Saturday ref, David.
Let's get ready to smash people.
I didn't get a chance to walk on the field before the game, but it looks like the field's pretty dry and hard because the way that ball rolled.
Right. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the actual condition of the grass is. I kind of just made the assumption that it being a new field, it would be pretty nice.
Well, coming out of winter though, it looks decent.
Right. Yeah, after the long winter we've had.
1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Wallentine under center. Reese to her right.
Handoff up the middle. Gets a couple out of it. Gets up to the 28.
And Reese is going to be tackled by number 94, Sharon Sear.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors.
28-0 here at Proctor Hug High School.
Cold ones that lick the wounds. Yes. At least enjoy Reno somewhat.
Wasatch has not had a lot of luck here on offense today.
2nd down for the Warriors.
Hands it off, goes to the outside, cuts the corner, gets a nice little run there, and it looks like she's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, and Sarah Colangelo tracked her down and pushed her out of bounds. She was a little slow to get up, but that's going to be, I think that's going to be the 1st down for Wasatch all game.
Yeah.
It's going to come here just before the end of the half. Maybe that's a little momentum for Wasatch going into the 2nd half of the game.
We'll see. It's 1st and 10, ball on their 36-yard line.
Colangelo's going to check out of the game. Reese Lowry's going to check in for her. She's not running off the field, so I'm not sure if maybe she's hurting a little bit.
She looks a little gassed, hands on her hips.
Well, with how warm it is out there, I can imagine. I probably wouldn't want to jog off the field either.
1st and 10 for the Warriors.
They're going empty set here.
Looking to pass, tipped, but caught.
And caught by number 7, Stacy Shipman. The Warriors are starting to get a little momentum here. They're moving the ball.
Another 1st down, and it's up to the 46-yard line now. Clock ticking away, 1:40 left in the half. Warriors trying to make something happen before it hits 0.
Yes, they are. And, I mean, regardless of what the score is right now, the Warriors have had a couple good games this season.
15 minutes for halftime, Troy.
First and 10 for the Warriors.
Hold on.
Warriors are making a big push for the end zone here just before half.
Launches it and falls incomplete.
Macias Hicks had it in her hands and it just went right through. Pass was intended for number 26, Becky Reese. And the penalty looks like it may have been on the Storm.
I did not see a call, but it is.
That was a big penalty, a 15-yard penalty.
That puts the Warriors in great field position. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Storm's 41.
About 57.8 seconds left on the clock here in the half. It'll be curious to see if Wasatch can get in the end zone just before half. That might make this a game.
Less than a minute to go, Storm Chasers. Let's hear it for our team.
Warriors come up to the ball. Oh, it's on the 39. So 1st and 10, ball on the 39 of the Storm.
Empty set here again. They're going to look to pass. Wallentine takes it herself. You know, every time I say that Wasatch is looking to pass, they run a wildcat and she takes it herself.
So she got a couple yards out of that. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Clock ticking down with 30 seconds left in the half.
That's half of it, isn't it? It's a game. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Warriors come up to the ball.
That's fun. Exactly.
Looking to pass, lets it go. Caught, intercepted. Still on her feet. Still on her feet. Going, trying to pick up a block, and gets taken down right in front of the tent to end the half.
Well, Mackenzie Wallentine threw the interception, but she also got the tackle on number 17, Katie Mendoza, the interceptor. What a tough way to end the quarter after finally having some momentum on offense. Looks like Wasatch may also have a player down on the field.
Doesn't look like she's too happy. She's banging. So, well, we're going to go to halftime, where your score is 28-0. Storm over the Warriors. We'll be back in just a little bit, folks.
We now know it's halftime, right?
Yeah, it is halftime. We just don't start.
righty, welcome back everybody. Coming out of halftime here at Hug High School, Grove Holcomb Field, where your score is Nevada Storm 28, the Wasatch Warriors 0. What do you think about that first half, Jared?
Well, it was all Nevada Storm, obviously. Wasatch really struggled to get any offense going at all. They really had a nice little drive going in the last couple minutes of the game, or in the last couple minutes of the half. Unfortunately, it was negated by a interception by Sarah Colangelo there at the end. So with any luck, Wasatch will get some offense going here. They're going to be receiving the opening kickoff from Katie Mendoza. And it looks like we're getting ready to be underway here.
Here we go, Storm Chasers.
Here comes your kickoff. A nice booming one again. Fielded at the 30. Goes across 35, 40. Breaks another tackle. Gets up to the 46-yard line where she's brought down.
Yeah, Dimitri Wallentine on that return, taken down by number 28, Alyssa Williams. And Alyssa Williams has been all over the field today.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 46 for the Warriors. Got a little bit warmer during halftime.
Yeah, I'm hiding here behind this pole.
So am I. I'm hiding behind mine. But we do have some thunder clouds building up in the distance. It's not going to affect us at all today, but I was hoping we might get a little shade out of it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to move in quite fast enough towards our direction. Well, Mackenzie Wallentine under center here. Number 26, Becky Reese in at tailback.
Handoff, they tried to go up the middle, but nothing was there. Tried to come out of it, but that was a little too late. They got wrapped up.
Yeah, that was kind of a strange play. Wallentine went for the block, but then she kind of stopped, and the Storm defenders were just able to wrap around.
Second down and 11. Ball on the 45.
Wallentine under center.
Handoff up the middle, runs into the wall and just gets sucked up by the Storm.
Yeah, the duo of Cindy Pita and Carrie Mackey just met her like a wall.
And it's going to be a loss of a few yards there, so it's going to be 3rd down and I'd say about 14.
Yeah, the Wasatch Warriors have to be getting tired. I know that they're just coming out of the half, but I'm not sure that 15 minutes is quite enough to rest up from the beatdown they took in the first half.
Well, I only see one on the sideline now, so I mean, unless they're hiding behind something, they're down a player. Unless they're playing 12.
It does look like they have a player in street clothes over there on the bench.
Handoff again up the middle. Runs into a wall again. Nothing there.
Yeah, that's going to be number 7, Stacy Shipman on that carry. Number 72, Krista Meeks on the tackle. Shipman slow to get up.
That team that we play next week is a pretty decent team, right? We beat them both times last year, but lost.
Carrie Mackey's going to check out of the game here for the Nevada Storm.
So 4th down and about 13 for the Warriors.
Number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks back to receive the punt.
That did a little bit.
Punt is off. Decent punt, takes a bounce. Oh, goes through the hands, and the Warriors fall on it.
And that's going to be Wasatch's ball. Nice recovery there by Tressa Clark, number 21. That ball went right through the hands of number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks, and you could see the visible frustration there down there on the field.
So that's going to give the Warriors their best field position of the day. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the Storm 24.
Turnover's bad enough, but when it's converted to a touchdown.
Let's see if the Warriors can capitalize on this. Maybe give them a little bit more energy.
Yeah, they gave me some ice, but he said somebody forgot to.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the start of some momentum. They have great field position.
Handoff comes to the inside a little bit, but runs into that Storm wall again.
And that was a change on their center for Wasatch. Number 26, Becky Reese, took that snap and gave the handoff to number 7, Stacy Shipman.
She got about a yard out of that, so it's going to be 2nd down and 9. You know, the good thing is you see here is the camaraderie between the teams. So when one of them's down, I think the Storm always help the opposing player up and stuff. They do it both ways.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of animosity, I don't think, between teams. We've had a few games where at the end of the game they all come together in the middle of the field. There's a lot of camaraderie between WFA teams. And I think, too, the Storm remember being a D3 team and what that meant, and so they want to be as supportive as they can of these teams.
2nd down and 9. Little cut back there, gets a few yards out of it.
She was trying to get over there. That's another Warrior run. A few more yards.
So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5, it looks like.
Yeah, Becky Reese on that carry.
I mean, I kind of equate this to like almost a club sport, and I'm not trying to downplay anything, but they're playing it because they love it.
Right.
And it's not a paid job for them.
Right. They do fundraise. They do a lot of fundraising in the off season to fund their travel, to fund jerseys. Which, by the way, you can check out on the Nevada Storm Facebook page, or anywhere that you can find Nevada Storm.
And this time they're just going to looked like they just did a gang there and just got everybody in the middle and started pushing.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting play. It looks like we may have a Storm player down on the field here. Just getting up slowly. That was number 72, Krista Meeks. Looks like she's going to check out of the game, and number 92, Kimberly Westbrook, is going to check in for her.
With the way that pile was, I wouldn't be surprised. She kind of hyperextended her knee a little bit. She looked like she was kind of limping off.
Right.
But came off pretty well.
Yeah, she's giving high fives,
Yeah.
so she doesn't seem too upset.
4th down and about 3 for the Warriors. And again, they just pile up in the middle. I mean, it is working for them a little bit.
Yeah, they've got to be close. I wonder if they'll bring the chains out to measure this one. It was 4th down. And it looks like other players are still slow to get up down there, but there's nobody else left on the field.
Yeah, because if you look at the sidelines for the Warriors, you got 2 players without their helmets on.
Yeah, that is not a great sign.
But
are they running a 10-person offense?
We'll have to. It is 1st down, though, for the Warriors. Ball on the 14-yard line.
I know that they can run 10. I don't know if that's something that they want to do.
Did
but
we not do that last time they played last season?
I do believe that we did because they had so many injuries during that game. No, looking at it here, I do see 11.
Keeps it. Pushes her way up to about the 15. Flag down on the play, though. It was against the Storm.
Cassie Macias Hicks and Katie Mendoza are going to check into the game here on defense. Number 19, Selena Verdon, is going to check out, and it looks like that penalty is going to be on the Storm.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 1st down and 5 now. And we got a timeout called by the Warriors.
Well, Wasatch has some momentum here, so they may get their first score of the game.
Yeah,
on this drive.
Is one of their better drives so far, and they've done it all off the same play, just ganging everybody up the middle and pushing.
Well, and right before the half, they actually had some pretty good plays with the pass game, but I know that they ended with that interception, which may deter them a little bit. But if they could put that pass game together, maybe they could get it into the end zone.
So 7:47 left here in the third. The Warriors have chewed up just about half, almost half of this third quarter.
Well, I have to be honest with you. With the heat out here, I don't think that anybody minds how much time that they're chewing up.
Right.
And with the risk of injury for Wasatch.
So it kind of looks like Wasatch is just down to one player on the side, because I'm looking over the bench and you got the other player there, got an ice pack on her leg, it looks like, from here. 1st and 5 for the Warriors. Keeper up the middle, and there they go. Just with the wave up the front, and gets a few yards out of it. So that play call's been working for him pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if it's working, why stop? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
2nd down and 4. Ball inside the 10. It looks like on the 7.
Yeah, Becky Reese on that carry.
Warriors can still get 1st down. Looks like they get a couple more yards out of it, get up to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Reese again with that carry. It looked like number 95. 85, excuse me. 85, Kaylin York tried to rip the ball out of her hands, and she was not going to give up.
3rd down and 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to lull the Storm to sleep and then do a quick little drop pass here in a second. We'll see. Well, right up the middle again. And they're going to get the 1st down, it looks like.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh no, it's going to be 1st and goal. But we got, it looks like you have 3 Warriors slow to get up.
One still on the ground. That's going to be number 7, Stacy Shipman.
And she's been handling the ball mostly right now. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Warriors. And the ball is on the 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Shipman get that ball again and try to punch it in.
I think they're just going to, pound it right up the middle.
Oh, they may quarterback sneak it here. Oh, and I don't know if they got that. I don't think that they did. Oh, and they're going to call it.
Touchdown Warriors.
Well, touchdown Wasatch Warriors, and they're going to get their first points on the board here. 28-6 with 5:55 left in the third quarter. I'm curious to see if they'll kick or if they will try to run a play for two.
Well, the way they've been getting that ball up the middle for this whole possession, I don't know why you wouldn't just try to push it there again.
Right.
Because the Storm has not been able to stop them doing that. You know, and the Storm defense now, I mean, this is the hardest they had to work. They're probably kind of winded right now, so take advantage of it.
And they're going to look to pass.
And it falls incomplete. So with 5:55 left here in the third, it is now 28-6 Storm over the Warriors. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Todd and Meller, Jared Young, local sports program here, bringing you this Storm game. 28-6 now, Storm over the Warriors.
Alexis Del Quadro to kick the ball off for the for Wasatch.
Has it, cuts across the 45-50, has some room in front of her. Breaks one tackle, 45-40, still on her feet. Up to the 30, cuts back inside to the middle. One more person to break. Oh, and she gets her down all the way up to the 22-yard line.
And taken down by number 3, Dimitri Wallentin, but a couple flags on the field.
My guess is we're going to have a holding call somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's going to be Amanda Gilda's 4th kick return on the season.
Clip sounds too old school.
A nice return, but I'm curious to see what the call is here.
Block in the back.
Yeah, and that's going to back the Storm up. Well, a nice return.
Negated,
yeah. Well, the Storm are still going to start with great field position regardless.
Definitely, yes.
Awesome return there by Amanda Gilda. Mo Etchen is going to start in at quarterback under center.
First and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Yeah, all right. Get out.
Almost intercepted.
Yeah, pass intended for Alyssa Williams, but she just couldn't haul it in. It was a tough throw there through 3 Wasatch defenders.
Yeah, there was some heavy traffic around that ball.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Cassie Macias Hicks checks in for Williams. She's going to be in at tailback.
Breaks through, gets a few yards out of it.
Yeah, Etchen almost broke the tackle, but was just tripped up.
Ball is up on the 41. 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, Selena Verdon's going to check in for Courtney Breeden, and Alyssa Williams is going to give the call for Mo Etchen.
Clock down to just under 5 minutes in the 3rd. Goes out to the outside, crosses the 45, 35, gets up to the 30.
Yeah, Williams had a great block there by Cassie Macias-Hicks and was able to cut back inside.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball's going to be placed on the 28-yard line.
Williams and Macias-Hicks are going to check out. Etchen and Colangelo are going to check back in. Colangelo in at tailback.
Storm up to the ball. Handoff up the middle, cuts to the inside, has some running room, got a blocker. She's going to walk in untouched for a touchdown.
Sarah Colangelo with her second touchdown of the season, her first rushing. Great run. She had some great blocks, followed her blocker well, and took it right into the end zone.
Or did we have it? Well, no, we got a flag on the play. Never mind. So we'll have to do that all over again.
That's unfortunate. That's the second big play for the Storm that's been negated by a flag.
So now it's going to be 1st and 15. Ball on the 34. We got a movement, and they're going to call, that's going to look like false start on the Storm.
And that's going to bring him back again.
So it's going to be 1st and 20 now. We're kind of getting a little momentum change here.
Right. Yeah, the Storm, they're getting these nice plays, but they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I think it might have been, did they say who it was against?
Up the middle, breaks through, crosses the 45, and that's about where she ends up.
Yeah, Macias-Hicks making a couple nice jukes out there. But, number 7, Stacy Shipman, is still down on the field.
She's getting beat up.
Well,
but she is handling most of the load.
I was going to say, they handed her the ball quite a few times over there on the other side of the field.
They lose her, they're losing one of their key players.
Right, almost their whole offense, I would say.
All right, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. right, welcome back, everybody. Looks like they're still working on getting her up off the field, and they're lifting her up.
And she is going to walk off under her own power. I don't know what that means for the Storm. Does that mean that they're going to play 10 on 10? They do have 11 out there. I am not sure that they have the ability to sustain any more injuries, though.
Yeah. Because I remember last time, didn't they have a discussion between the coaches and stuff on what they wanted to switch to?
Right.
Up the middle, has a hole. Still spin move, gets all the way up to about the 23.
Well, Colangelo's warmed up. She wants that run back.
Yeah.
And
So-
we have 2 Wasatch Warriors down on the field now.
So now we're gonna have a stoppage again for injury. See what happens on this one. Yeah, the Warriors just they really can't afford. So now what they're hoping is like, well, there's 2 down, so they really got no choice.
Right.
So-
Yeah. I'm not sure what that means for the game.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because at this point you couldn't even drop down to 10 players.
Right.
I mean, you'd have to say, all right, do you want to play 7 on 7?
Right.
I mean, that would be your next option. And yeah, I don't even know how that would work with league play and whatnot.
I'm not even sure what the WFA rules are for a situation like this. Like I said last season, Wasatch was not necessarily part of the WFA, so it was an exhibition game. This game does, in fact, count towards regular season wins and losses.
Yeah, but wasn't it? It was just a week or 2 weeks ago when they weren't even the Storm wasn't even supposed to be playing Wasatch. So Wasatch kind of picked this one up and said, all right, we'll play. So
Right. Yeah, they were supposed to play the Arizona Empowerment, and last minute the game changed, and I think, and this is all just speculation, but I think that Arizona themselves may have had some issues with injury. Typically, the reason why teams move up divisions is because they gain more players. They start to be really successful. You'll notice that a lot of D3 teams won't have very big rosters. It was only a few years ago that the Nevada Storm were a D3 team.
So both players are on their feet. But at the same time, if anything, well, the way she's walking off, I don't think that she'll be coming back in for a while.
And Wasatch has 10 players on the field at this point.
Well, I mean, assuming they have to follow the same rules, that at least they have to come out for one play, right? When you get hurt.
Well, the Storm has 11.
Well, the next 30 seconds are going to be very interesting. We'll see.
I thought they had 13. They got 10 on the field.
So are we playing 10 on 10? It's 3rd down for the Storm. Goes to the outside, cuts the corner, gets to the 10, still on her feet, pushes her way all the way up to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, she broke like 3 tackles running up the sideline there. Alyssa Williams with a nice run. She took the direct snap and had a couple good blocks.
And the ref was signaling keep the clock running, even though it was a first down. So I think we're kind of into a running clock situation now. I mean, maybe.
Well, and I remember that was something that we did last season as well. Well, Williams and Cassie Macias-Hicks are going to check out. Katie Mendoza is going to check in for the Storm.
So it's 1st and goal for the Storm. Ball inside the 5. Looks like it's on the 3.
Yeah, Amanda Gilda may be under center here.
In for a touchdown.
Yeah, Amanda Gilda under center took the direct snap and right up the middle had a huge hole.
Nevada Storm has scored again.
And then we have another player down.
Another Warrior is down.
And that looks like it is another Warrior.
That's what it is.
So, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right.
If they can't field a team after so many, this other team doesn't have to drop down.
We
They
are.
either play with 10 or call the game.
I think you heard a little bit of that, but the extra point is good. It makes it 35-6 now. Storm over the Warriors. So yeah. So I think we're going to run into the option here pretty soon. I think they're going to either play with 10 or they're going to call the game. And at some point, Jared, as a coach, don't you start thinking about the health of your team? And I don't know if they have a game next week or the week after. So
I believe that they do. Next week, Wasatch is supposed to play Central Valley at home. And so, it's tough to watch, really, right now. It's kind of tough to sit up here and call this as we're watching them drop like flies almost. But they are, at this point, they are fielding 11.
Here we go, Storm. Here we go.
Katie Mendoza
Here we go.
to kick off the ball.
Here we go, Storm. Here we go.
here comes the kickoff. Nice little punt right up to the 30-yard line, fielded at the 27, comes across the 35. Oh, and that was a hit.
And Becky Reese was clotheslined by Alyssa Williams.
I think what happened was she went in for the slide, and as Williams came in, I think it was kind of an unavoidable
Right.
hit. I mean, because she got
Not
clobbered.
intentional.
Yeah. Oh no, not at all. But she got up and she's walking it off. Okay, coach is out there, not too happy about that.
Right, yeah.
About that play or the hit.
I am surprised that they didn't throw a flag for it, to be completely honest, intentional or not.
I'm guessing that coach right now is trying to protect
We will see what happens from this. I mean, this could be another factor in deciding this game. Coach is still there talking to the ref, head linesman. Other coach is talking to the team.
Yeah, we're going to see what the call on the field is. I assume it's going to be nothing. If they didn't throw a flag before,
Yeah.
there's not going to be anything now.
So they start the clock up again. Well, called to start the clock up. But
Well, Wasatch is currently, looks like they're making substitutions.
and now we got a timeout called by the Warriors. So we'll take another one. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Todd Miller, Jared Young, the local sports program here. Hug High School, and the Storm in the Warriors. It is 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the 37. Steps back to pass. Lets it go. Caught. Gets some yardage out of that one. Gets about 7.
Yeah, taken down by number 4, Laura Zander. Shipman still shouldering the majority of the workload for the Warriors here.
2nd down and 4, it looks like. Ball on the 43. I mean, the Warriors did have some momentum going, but I think that has since left. They're trying.
Yeah, I think once you get so many injuries, you constantly have players going down. It's tough to keep that momentum going, all these stoppages of play.
They're going to go up the middle again, get maybe a yard out of it up to the 45. So that's going to make it 3rd down and 3.
And it looks like we're going to go right into the 4th quarter.
So we're heading into the 4th, where your score is Nevada Storm 35, Wasatch Warriors 6. We'll be right back. All right, once again, welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller, Jared Young, local sports program. 3rd down and 8. Oh, excuse me, I'm looking the wrong direction. 3rd down and 2. We switched quarters, Todd. And I don't know, it's gonna be close. I think she might have got about a yard out of it.
Yeah, all the Wasatch Warriors are
wait.
slow to get up.
Oh, they gave him a first down.
It was a nice little run
Yeah.
there by number 24, Mackenzie Wallentine.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on their own 47. Warriors break huddle, come to the line. Had a little movement there in front. Runs up the middle, tries to break the tackle, gets up to the 40, excuse me, the 50.
Wallentine again with that carry.
But, I mean, running that same rush play up the middle, I mean, not only does it wear down the Storm, but it wears down your whole offensive line, too. Just
Right. Well, I think at this point they're just hoping to run down the clock.
Yeah.
I think it would be mutually beneficial to get this one over with. Move on to next week. You know, I don't think that a lot of teams take into account the altitude when visiting, though.
Right.
You know, because that is a factor.
I'm technically still too young. They just replayed.
Gets up to inside the 50, up to the 49 of the Storm.
Yeah, and a nice little trickery, some trickery there.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was kind of a blown play, but then it looked like that's what they planned.
Right.
3rd down and 6. Warriors up to the ball.
Reese in the shotgun.
Keeps it up the middle. Just nice little run, actually.
And a flag on the play. She hit a wall initially, but then was just met on her back by a couple linemen.
She busted through that wall there for a little bit. See what the call's going to be, though. Looks like it's going to be against the Storm. Yep. Face mask against the Storm. So that's going to be a huge penalty. Puts the Warriors in great position now, all the way up to the 30-yard line, inside the 30.
Well, it's going to put them into great field position here if they can kind of just work this ground and pound system that they have going. They may get into the end zone again.
Looking to pass. Let it go. Intercepted.
I must be
Comes back.
a bad luck charm for the
Still on her
Wasatch
feet.
Warriors.
Oh, and she's still going.
And Amanda Gilda with a great interception. Great return there.
I think that ball was tipped when the quarterback let it go.
It may have been.
There we go, defense.
Man, I am a bad luck charm for those poor Wasatch Warriors, though. As soon as I said it, they passed the ball.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the Warriors 33.
Etchen's going to be in at quarterback. Number 19, Selena Verdon, in at tailback. No, excuse me, she'll be in the slot. Colangelo will be in at tailback.
First down.
2 out wide to her left.
Comes to the inside. Gets up to the 25 before she is stopped.
Short game.
Nice run there by number 64, Reese Lowry.
2nd down and 4 for the Storm.
And there she looks, she's walking.
Macias Hicks in at quarterback.
Up the middle, gets brought down.
And she was tackled hard by number 21, Teresa Clark. Tressa Clark, excuse me.
3rd down and 3.
Williams in to give the call. Gilda to her left.
Comes to the inside, picks up a block. On her feet, and waltzes in for a touchdown.
She had a great block by Colangelo, but Cindy Pita made a bad block in front, and that's what the flag was for. It looks like we may also get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
And another one. Where'd that one come from? We got laundry all over the field. A lot of flags coming in late after the play was completely over. Wait and see how they decipher this one.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the call is there. I know that they threw the flag after Cindy Pita laid down a big hit on number 26, Becky Reese, but
I meant flags.
But that's a rough football game if you're giving out felonies. It's even worse if you're playing with felonies. Yes.
Felonious flags.
let's see if we get the call here. And it looks like we're going to have a block in the back. So both penalties are going to go on the Storm there, both on number 99, Cindy Pita, an unsportsmanlike conduct, second to the block in the back. And I'm sure that you saw that big block there in front. So that's going to back the Storm way up here and negate a touchdown.
So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Ball is going to be placed on the 40-yard line. So down to the 10-minute mark in this game. Storm, 3rd down and long.
Williams under center. They run the same play to Lowry.
Touchdown. I do not see any flags this one, so we can count that one as good.
Yeah, great run there. They ran the same play back-to-back and touchdowns on both of them. Reese Lowry having a game today. That's going to be her second touchdown of the day. First rushing of the season.
Setting up for the extra point. And it was good.
Yeah, tough snap. It looked like a little bit of hesitation there from Williams, but she got the ball up, and it was good.
Well, the Warriors weren't even going to attempt to block it or anything. They were just taking that as a breather.
Right.
So it makes it 42-6 with 9:35 left in the game. We'll be right back. All right, here comes the kickoff. That is a nice kick. That's going to roll all the way down. Oh, and they're going to sit on it at the 1 yard line.
Well, Katie Mendoza has quite the leg on her, doesn't she?
Yes, she has kicked some great ones this game.
Number 26, Becky Reese, just took a knee down there on about the 3 yard line, 2 or 3 yard line. I think just making every attempt to avoid any kind of hit or injury.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
It's a Warriors 1st and 10, way back there.
Back on, looks like, yeah, like you said, 3 or 4 yard line. Or maybe even the 2. So we'll see what the Warriors do on this one. It should be interesting.
Well, if history tells us anything, I bet that Stacy Shipman is going to get this ball here.
Timeout, Warriors. Well, we'll just hang out here for a little bit.
Yeah. Man, I'm really hoping that cloud comes in soon. 9:35 left here in the game. 42-6, your Nevada Storm.
We got a thunderstorm off in the distance that's just about to provide us some shade now that the game's almost over.
It's like the stick in the carrot. It's right there, but you just can't have it.
So who are the Storm playing next?
Next week, we are looking at the Mile High Blaze for the Nevada Storm. The Nevada Storm lost to the Mile High Blaze their very first game of the season back in April 22nd, 27-7. They were in Colorado at that time. So I don't think that Mile High coming here is gonna give them any kind of advantage as far as an elevation.
No.
But Mile High did lose last week. I know that they did move up to WFA Division I this season. So,
and that game will be right here at Hug High School again. And we'll be carrying it live here on YouTube. They do their norm, try to push it up the middle. Oh, wow! She busts through. She's on her feet, crosses the 40, 45, 50 into Storm territory, up to the 40. She gets taken down hard at the 36-yard line. Her head hit the ground pretty hard there.
yeah, and she's going to have, it looks like they may come check
She's
her
getting
out.
up. No, she's like,
Well, great run there by number 26, Becky Reese. Great tackle by Cassie Macias-Hicks to chase her down.
I almost could have sworn I heard a whistle.
Yeah.
And then she busted out. But she came through that, and she had wide opening, and that was the biggest. And they had a flag down here, but I think they're
Right.
waving it off.
Yeah, that's their biggest piece of offense that Wasatch has had the whole game.
That is a 50-plus yard run. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the 36-yard line of the Storm.
Come on, defense.
Let's see if they're going to try that one again, because it seemed to work. Cuts to the inside.
Number 24, Mackenzie Wallentine on that carry.
So 2nd down and 4 now. Ball inside the 30. Placed at the 29.
Man, and I think that if this had been the beginning of the game, Reese probably would have been in the end zone.
Yeah.
But I think that Wasatch is probably, you could tell she was getting pretty tired as she crossed the field, but what a run.
Warriors come up to the ball. Up the middle, this time maybe a yard or two out of it. Bless you.
Thank you. The give was to number 7, Stacy Shipman.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Warriors. Clock down to 7:20.
And it looks like number 88, Natasha White, has checked back into the game after going out early.
And they like that play. It seems to work for them. It's going to get them a 1st down.
Yeah,
But you're right. I mean, that running that play every time is going to wear on both, not just the offensive, but the defensive line.
Well, and so far it's been the offense
Yes.
that has suffered. It looks like number 7, Stacy Shipman, is over on the sideline getting a breather. Number 88, Natasha White, who went out early with an injury, is back in the game. So I'm not sure if they're just doing that so they can keep 11 on the field, or if
Hey, probably a little of both.
yeah.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. This time cuts the inside.
Number 27, Kira Menlove, with the carry. Excuse me, number 24 with that carry.
2nd down and a yard. And we get a timeout on the field. I missed who that was called by.
Looks like it may have been called by the Storm. Their coaches were pretty quick to get out there.
Oh, cloud is rolling in.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, lucky, this is one of the few high school fields that are east to west. Well,
Right.
for the most part, it's pretty close to east to west. Most of them around here, north-south, and a lot of them, the score booths and stuff, and the home field stands, the sun would be at your back at this point.
Right.
Not here. It's gonna, especially the way that, maybe if you're not familiar with the new Hug High School and stuff, you're going to be in the sun all day, from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, it is. It was pretty brutal today up in this booth. It was actually kind of nice. I went and I took a walk down to the snack bar. It was kind of nice, actually, with the little breeze that was going on. It was almost cooler over there.
If you look over, I'm looking over behind the scoreboard, and there's a big crowd in the shadow of the scoreboard. 2nd down and 1 for the Warriors. Up the middle again. This time she might have come up a little short.
Yeah, give was to White. I don't think that she got any yardage there.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 1. 5:30 left. Warriors come to the ball. 3rd down. Hand off, cuts the inside. Looks to me like she's going to have enough for a first down.
I think she did get it. Mackenzie Wallington.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball is going to be placed on, stop moving around, on the 14. Warriors to the ball. Up there, up the middle again. This time I don't think there was much on that. Well, they got about 2 yards
Yeah,
out
good
of
for
it.
a couple of yards.
But you know what? I think there's only been a handful of times where they have not gained on this play.
Right.
1 or 2 times where it was either no yardage or loss of yardage. But every time they've gone up the middle like that, they've always gotten a few. So it's gonna be
Number 71, Alexandria Snoblin is going to check out for the Nevada Storm.
well, she's been right in the middle of that every play, so
Right. Yeah, I'm sure she's pretty tired. I bet we start seeing quite a few linemen start to check out here and get some rest.
2nd down and 8. Oh, bad snap. And they fall on it, but that's going to be a loss.
Yeah, Becky Reese with the missed snap and then fell on top of it, but it looks like she was a little slow to get up there
Yep.
herself.
So that's going to make it 3rd down and 13.
I'm sure that the ladies of Wasatch are going to be happy
Yeah.
to be done with this one.
Well, we got 2.5 minutes left in this matchup. Oh, hands it off, and she got met instantly on that one.
Yeah, give was to Shipman, but she was met immediately by Sarah Anderson.
She is down, slow getting up again.
Yeah, Shipman is not getting back up. It looks like Nevada did call a timeout on that play, so
Now, does
give Wasatch a little bit of time to take care of the injury timeout.
so are they still charged a timeout?
I believe because they may have called it before the injury timeout. All I know is that I watched the scoreboard up there, and their timeouts went down from 2 to 1.
And she gets up on her own power. And I don't know if she's walking back to the huddle or just.
She does look like she's limping a little bit. No, she's going to go back to the sideline.
Well, she played a great game. I mean, she was.
Right.
I mean, you guys say when the whole team played a great game in the sense that they played both directions the whole time.
The whole game, right.
So, I mean,
that's something I've always respected about Wasatch, especially even when they came last season to Reno. I think we had them at North Valley's high school. Is that where that was?
yeah. I mean, I don't even know many NFL players that could do that.
Right.
So 4th down and about 15. They're looking to pass. Let it go. And falls incomplete. So it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, pass was intended for number 19, Alexis Dela Quadro. Shipman's going to stay on the sideline, it looks like.
So we got 2:11 left, and I would expect the Storm to take it kind of easy here. But, I mean, I could be wrong, but.
Well, I don't know, because they're sending Sidney Pita back into the game, so on defense, you would hope so, but.
Because the Storm could, with just 2:11 left, the Storm could easily, maybe 1 first down,
Right.
if that, and just run out the clock.
Kaylin York is going to check out of the game here.
And now we've got a timeout called by the Storm. So we'll take a quick one ourselves. We'll be right back. All righty, welcome back. Todd Miller, Jared Young here, local sports program. 2:11 left in this matchup. And they hand it off, come to the inside, has some room, runs out of bounds.
Number 64, Reese Lowry on that run. She's having a pretty good night tonight, I would say. 2 touchdowns.
Now, if we were ESPN, we'd have stats for you instantaneously, but it's just me and Jared.
Yeah, a little tougher to keep track.
1st and 10 for the Storm.
Yeah, Amanda Gilda and Sarah Colangelo are going to check out. And if you'll notice, number 7, Stacy Shipman, did check in for Wasatch on defense.
Goes to the outside, but, breaks 1 tackle, stays on her feet.
And we're going to have a flag down on the field. And that's going to negate Alyssa Williams' nice run there for a first down.
And the Warriors are just scattered all over the field. Yeah,
but
they are done.
But there is some good news, folks. The clouds have come in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the flag call was for.
Yeah, I haven't seen a call yet from the officials.
They're getting up. Let's hear it for the Warriors.
Looks like it's against the Storm. And it was a big one, whatever it was. It's all the way back to the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and long now. Okay, clock's restarted with just over a minute.
First and long for the bound Storm.
Direct snap goes to, oh no, fooled me. Goes up the middle, still on her feet. Gets all the way up to about the 37.
Another great run by Reese Lowry. Clock is running down. The Storm are trying to hurry up. I think they may want one more touchdown out of this if they can.
And injury timeout.
Yeah. Well, while we're at injury timeout, I have a couple scores for you.
Oh, good.
From around the league. The Houston Energy beat the Arlington Impact today, 30-0. The Mile High Blaze, the Storm's next week opponent, beat the Rocky Mountain Thundercats 28-0.
Well, they didn't have to go far for that game.
That's for sure. The Minnesota Vixen beat the Nebraska Pride 21-6. The West Palm Beach Coyotes beat the Orlando Anarchy 40-20. Boston Renegades beat the Tampa Bay Inferno 69-0. Alabama Fire beat the Carolina Phoenix 48-0. And the Columbus Chaos beat the Derby City Dynamite 32-18.
Derby City, where's that?
Derby City. You know what? I could not tell you. You know what? We're in a world with cell phones.
Second down and 5 while Jared's looking that little tidbit of information up. And that was blown dead, I think. Yeah, they didn't blow the whistle to start.
It looks like it may be in Louisville, Kentucky.
All right. High snap. Nice little move to the inside. And she breaks free. Touchdown, Storm.
And Sarah Colangelo on that carry for a touchdown. She had some great blocks on the outside and then just plain outran 2 defenders.
So we're going to go for the extra point here.
Yeah, Alyssa Williams out on the field for the kick. 12.8 seconds left in the game.
Kick is up. Oh, and just, oh, nope, didn't make it. So with 12.8 seconds left, 48-6.
Yeah, that kick was a little wide right there. Katie Mendoza out on the field, ready to kick away for the Storm for these last 12, 13-ish seconds.
See if the Warriors are gonna just kind of catch it and run around, let the clock run out.
That's
or
kind of what I
gonna
was wondering. I don't think the Storm are going to let them score. I'll say
no,
that.
Oh no, that's not going to happen. Here comes your kick. Another beautiful kick. And she called fair catch. I was going to say, hold on, you can't, she called fair catch, but you can't do that. She should have nailed it. Oh, but
Well, now there's some confusion on the field. At this point, I would just, I would just let it go. Let it go. Move on to next week. 10 seconds left on the clock. 48-6.
because I saw her wave fair catch.
Right.
So, but So we have 10 seconds left. I think the Warriors would probably just take it and kneel on it.
That would be, yeah, that would be my assumption. Get their players out of here without anybody else getting hurt.
And that's what they're going to do. But we need to start the clock so we can get the and that's going to do it for us here. Your final score, your Nevada Storm 48, the Wasatch Warriors 6. So,
Man.
that was kind of a hard one. But next week we'll be back.
Next week should be a great game. It should be a really evenly matched game.
And it's going to be right back on the Storm YouTube channel. I believe that kickoff is going to be at 6 p.m. next Saturday night. Myself and Jared will be here again. And hopefully by that time it'll be a little bit cooler in here.
Yeah. Your Wasatch well, if you're a fan of the Wasatch Warriors, they're gonna fall to 2-3. Your Nevada Storm are gonna move to 2-3. And with any luck, next week they could finish the season at 500 and maybe just sneak in to the WFA playoffs. I think that it would be a little bit of a long shot, but there is still a chance. It's not over yet. The Mile High Blaze are ranked 6th, and the Nevada Storm are ranked 7th at the moment. And so I think a win next week would be really big for seeding and playoffs.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. So for the Nevada Storm and local sports program, this is Todd Miller and my partner Jared Young saying good night, everybody.